in this thing. You can't roll with us if your last name don't got no loyalty. Podcast party poppin', but you already knew. I've been rolling with these folks. This that Monday night crew. Millennials versus the world like. Millennials versus the world like you. Millennials versus the world like. Millennials versus the world like you. Millennials versus the world. Millennials versus the world like you. Millennials versus the world like. Millennials versus the world like you.
Yo, what's happening, good people, man? Welcome back to another episode of Last Name Loyalty. It's your boy K.Mims, the only spot you get authenticity and entertainment at the same time. I got my Brody beat out with me. What's happening, man?
It's good, bro.
Chilling. Jay gonna tap in with us in a little bit. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell so you get all content that's coming to the channel, whether it be Monday Night Crew, Last Name Loyalty, Traffic Jam, the Kickback by MVW, or anything else we do on the platform. February 17th, the DC tickets will be live, so make sure y'all tap into that, man. We got a special announcement that come with that. We really about to go up. Salute to everybody that came to the Kickback this weekend, lovers and friends. Live DJ R&B set. DJ Marcus Sale killed it. It was a vibe, bro. But how you, man? We supposed to get snow tomorrow, bro. That's blowing me. How's everything your way, though?
Well, I mean, I don't know if this is any better. We getting cold rain, and I work outside, so.
Yeah.
Probably prefer snow.
All right, bro, but let's get into it, my boy. All right, so we're gonna start the vibe off with a little fair or foul. So beat out, man. You got, you know what I'm saying? You got a little lady, little jaunt, you know what I'm saying? Little jaunt. Her mom still invites her ex to family gatherings. Fair or foul? Hey, you know what I can't speak on.
Man.
What you doing, bro? How you moving around that?
I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't know how I feel about that. Because it's not her inviting them.
Mm-hmm.
But you could say, hey, man, nah.
Bro, if you invite your ex, if her we got to have a conversation about that, dog. I don't care how cool y'all were. Ain't nobody just popping up like, and I don't know, bro. We ain't dapped up, no nothing. No, we ain't doing that, bro. I ain't with that. It's foul to me. So let me know.
Having a conversation with your girlfriend or the mom?
I'm gonna go to my girl first, respectfully. Like, hey, you like, is that how y'all always move? Is that something y'all always do? I ain't gonna trip in a moment. You know what I'm saying? But like, what is that saying about me if your mom is inviting? You
don't matter yet.
Nah, dog, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm not going. This is the thing, bro. If your mom invites them to an intimate setting where I'm still at, you know what I'm saying? Like, that has nothing to do with, like, that's a respect thing. Like, don't have I don't care what y'all are. He ain't in the family no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's letting me know that you wish she was with him.
Right. You get the invite and you still pulling up. There's something still there.
Come on, dog.
Something.
Come on, dog. And then they hug.
1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000.
Nah,
4 1,000.
Hey, let me holler at you real quick. You know what I'm saying? And then think about this. How her mom gonna introduce y'all? How y'all gonna introduce each other if you don't know about bruh?
If it's anything other than his name, I gotta go.
No, I'm not with that. I've had a situation, I'm not gonna speak too much on, where I have to be in an intimate setting with one of my exes, but it's not a parent. The thing that changes this, it's a parent. Like, if it was a friend, they loyalty may not be with me. If it was somebody else, like a sibling, not even a sibling. Siblings are like my parents, but like a friend or something like that. Yeah, but don't hop out there and this is the thing, bro. Do you think it come off jealous if you setting that boundary? Because is it about the ex or is it about the mom still being tied with the ex? Like, is it about him being there or the mom still being tied with the ex? Oh God. Hey, Val started stuff already. She said, appreciate everybody that tapped in and said foul. She said, what if the ex was around since they were kids and mom was like a mother to them since? She ain't their mama no more.
it's still a respect thing, right? Your daughter's in a whole new relationship. Why would you bring the ex around?
I'm not, nah, bro. Marcus Sales said, "What's up, Brody?" He said, "No lie, if Mama invites the ex, it's fair game to squabble to make him not accept the invite no more." Hey, bro, you're gonna get uninvited. You squabble up at the party, though, bro.
What?
Yeah, bro. We can't move like that. So this is the thing, bro. A couple of things I say, Dot, to Val's comment into that. I don't think a relationship could flourish between me and the mom if I know she's still tied in with the other ex like that. And the thing is, it's a family event. So if you tap into a family event saying like, hey, this person will be at these intimate settings. So what are we doing for holidays? What are we doing for birthdays? What are we doing for, like, what you gonna do? Damn, invite them to our wedding because y'all cool? And then it really matters how my lady react to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if my lady is one that will matter. I can't say what she should or should not do, but that will matter how she handles that, bro.
Like you saying, like if she's super cool with it, or what do you?
I mean, because I can't hold her accountable for her mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't know if her mom did that or not. Like, I'm not saying she should ignore, bro. I ain't saying none of that. But what I am saying is like, if she, got to acknowledge, because we adults, we all done been there, done that before. And then like we have a side conversation, like we'll wrap when we get in the car. How that interaction happens between me and her matters to me. I think girlfriend and boyfriend is real choppy territory. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we married, it's not like we engaged, but if that's my first family function and he there too, we probably just broke up. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. First family function and he there. Mom still wants him around. Mom wants you to be with him. There's some ulterior motives going on there.
Definitely. And I'm not with that, bro. I'm not with that. You're not doing that.
If we just dating, I reserve the right to walk away in that case, especially if you like, oh, he gonna be here.
To walk away.
Oh, he just gonna be around. That's just my ex. Oh, okay.
If she say that, if he say that, she's still having sex with him.
Possibly. You just got two exes.
No, I'll tell you one thing, it ain't gonna happen with me. All right, so all right, man. So the Super Bowl was yesterday. Salute to Eagle. Let me say this, man. Everybody get mad about this, but I'm being real about this. I know we had two black quarterbacks, but I'm glad the black quarterback with the black fiance won and got the MVP. That's all I'm saying. I said it.
Salute. All right.
I'm happy. I'm happy they won. I'm not happy. I'm not a Phillies fan. I'm just glad that, you know what I'm saying? The Super, let me say this is going to be unpopular, but it's okay. The Super Bowl was real black this year. Black quarterbacks in New Orleans. Kendrick at the halftime. Like, I like the blackness of the Super Bowl this year. It was a lot of blackness going on. Hold on. Hey, bro, real quick before we tap back into that, Marcus Hill said the whole family got to see me because we got to set the tone. Laugh out loud, at least get smart, slick with him or something. You can't tuck your tail in on shape. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I think him coming over introducing himself is disrespectful. Like, yeah, I used to.
Yeah, bro, you know what you're doing.
Yeah, come on, Doc. You ain't marking your territory no more. But hey, man, Kendrick Lamar's halftime show, bro. What's your initial thoughts? Vibe-wise, do you think he did the right songs? Any of the hidden message? What's your thoughts on Kendrick Lamar's show, bro?
Bro, I think that was a Kendrick Lamar performance right there. Like all the people, oh, it was trash, it was this, it was that. I think that was a Kendrick Lamar performance.
For sure.
I like the double entendres. I like the subliminals. I like the visual of everything. I thought it was a dope performance.
For sure.
I genuinely, I really did enjoy it. And then to get, because I didn't get all of the messages up front, but once I got everything on the back end, I liked it even more.
So this is I did. So a couple of things that I got to acknowledge about the show in it at first. I think what people don't realize about Kendrick is not a person you could just turn on. You got to be tapped into his type of messaging and his type of song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, Jay, what's happening, bro?
My
What
God.
up, y'all?
What up?
No, we just got into Kendrick. So I'm like, you got to be able to acknowledge his type of vibe, his type of song. You got to understand it. Secondly, like that was a hell of a way to what I like the most about it. He didn't even go in his deep bag about all the other songs. He really tapped in. He really tapped in with new songs that was modern. Kendrick, the messaging behind having Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam, having black people as the flag, having the Squid Game like setup on the PlayStation controller, and this is what I think, bro. You know that to me he was just basically saying like this flag that everybody's squabbling about, like it was made on our back. You know what I'm saying? And I think the most fire thing about it for me was all them songs was new. If I'm not like, besides all the stars with SZA, like to me, he set the tone. He set the tone for that joint, bro. It was good, and I'm gonna be honest. I realize I'm a Kendrick fan, but he's not like a J. Cole for me. Like Kendrick is a very acquired taste, even though I love his music. For him to be this relevant holistically to where he's doing the Super Bowl, he crossing over into a whole different regime to me, bro. To me personally. Jay, what you think, bro? What was your thoughts on the halftime show?
I had mixed feelings about it. Originally, I thought it was like it was a lot going on. I didn't think a lot of people not respected, but a lot of people didn't react the way I thought they would towards. And I don't know if it's because it was a lot going on. Because I personally thought when I first saw it, I was like, man, it's like you said, it's an acquired taste. I listen to Kendrick music, great guy, but as far as me being like, I can't classify myself as a Kendrick fan. I rewatched it again today, though. I caught a lot of the messages that I missed. I don't know if it was because, like, I was focused on the Super Bowl. Like you said, the Uncle Sam thing was crazy.
Yeah.
That was very creative. I didn't catch the flag thing, though. I was wondering why, but I didn't catch that flag thing. I caught the prison yard and kind of like having, like when he was rapping with the guys on the post when they were supposed to be doing, like the prison stuff.
Yeah.
They had the gold teeth in their mouth. Like I caught that. And also, too, I caught before he dropped They Not Like Us, the message that he was sending. So for me, after I watched it the second time, it was brilliant. I didn't give it the credit that it needed to be the first time, but the second time I was like, wow.
Hey, I love the fact that the president was in attendance when he did it. That's what I love about it. I'm not gonna lie. Like I love the fact he put it out there because I think the thing is this: Kendrick is also one of those people where you gotta love artistry to understand him. Like you're not just gonna get somebody sitting up there. I'm gonna jump in this bag real quick and I'm gonna jump out. Drake got to get up, man. Drake got to get up, man.
I don't know if he got
he lane.
He got to get up. He got to get up, man. And I think Drake is big enough to where like you can never kill Drake's career. Right. He put a massive dent in it.
Yeah.
He put a massive dent in it. You can't kill his career, but I'm like, hey, bro, like, how did we get to the point where, like, I ain't gonna say Drake is irrelevant, but like, there's a foot on Drake's neck right now, bro. And the way he did the whole like, they want to sue, and then he dropped it. Think about this, bro. The whole entire crowd is yelling minor. The whole entire crowd is calling this man, you know what?
That man looked in the camera, smiled, and said, "Hey, Drake."
Yeah, that was a savage move.
Yeah,
bro.
Real quick, Marcus Sales said halftime show was fire, went over many people's head. Actually, sad to think about it. With so much to focus or highlight, how can you call it boring? Even the songs he did, they all made a point. Agree. I also think, Marcus Sales, to your point, a lot of people ain't tapped into the real message. In the climate that we in right now, a lot of people don't want to go down that message bag or talk about some of the issues that's really happening. So they don't want to get it. But I will say this. I did have to watch it twice to get all of them.
Me too.
Like I didn't the first time it's too hard to get them if you're not looking for that straight up off the cuff. You know what I'm saying?
But Kendrick fans, they woke though, boy, so they caught everything.
I didn't.
The Kendrick fans loved it. I think it's the people who wanted that typical Super Bowl halftime show, really really live, really hype kind of music that are disappointed in it. I don't even know if it's really the message that they didn't like about it.
I think this one thing that I wish they would have. I wish he would have done. I wish he would have incorporated like some New Orleans rappers. And the reason why is because they did the show in LA and they had that lineup with Snoop and Drake. Like I felt like they were paying homage to the LA community. So like, you know, at the beginning they had a lot of New Orleans, you know, people doing the national anthem, different things like that. I don't know who he could have incorporated because Kendrick is he's not abstract. He just has a different way of looking at things. I don't know who would be able to fit into that type of genre of music that Kendrick, you know, that he puts out. But I'm sure there's some artists in New Orleans area that would fit that mold. So I think he should have took just a little bit of a more approach of trying to find somebody to fit into that mold to show his appreciation to New Orleans.
I'm gonna say this, Jay. I'm gonna disagree a little bit.
Okay.
I do think if he didn't have the run he just had, he should have included New Orleans. But I'm gonna be one thing that Kendrick did, bro, when he had to drop Not Like Us and to go right behind it and drop a fire album.
Yeah.
It's like you kind of had to play all your songs because it's only like 15 minutes of real time. You know what I'm saying? And what I do like about Kendrick is how he always keep his people on. Like he did bring SZA out to do All the Stars. You know what I'm saying? I do think it would be dope, Jay. I just think he had too much music to get off right now in order to include other people.
Got you.
Because he been killing it right now, bro. Yo, what up? Appreciate you tapping in. So it's like I think that part is the hard part about it, right? Like, okay, we got Kendrick. Everybody wanted Wayne. I'm gonna say this: Lil Wayne, where he's at currently, doesn't have the stamina to put on that type of performance. Nah. Lil Wayne can't do that right now.
He could have came back 2 songs, but he couldn't have.
Princess, that's a good point, Princess. Princess says, do artists include the culture in every Super Bowl? I feel like people are only saying this because it was New Orleans. That's true. I think New Orleans is so critical to our culture, and they have such a unique culture is why everybody wanted that. Because New Orleans blackity black. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why they wanted the New Orleans culture, Princess. No, it's not always something that people make people do. I'm gonna be real about that. It's not something they always make people do. And specifically, like, if it was that important, I think that they would have put, if it was that important, they would have had a New Orleans artist headline it. But they didn't. They went with who was hot. And I'm going to be real, man. Kendrick just went to a whole nother stratosphere.
Yeah. I think they went with who was hot, obviously. That's the only reason why he got the slot for me. Kendrick music, very good. Very good. You know, I listened to a lot of his music, but for me, I mean, he was hot at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, he was quiet before, and then all of a sudden.
You said it again, Doc?
I said, yeah, he was quiet before, and then all of a sudden, and then when he came out, like you said, he was hot.
He was
like,
hot. So behind it, but I mean, yeah, I don't want to sound like I'm disrespectful.
Hey, Jay, this for you.
Yeah.
Hold on, not this one. Marcus said Wayne is half a step away from looking like current Kodak. Hey, bro, Wayne better chill. Yeah. Wayne better chill.
That's facts.
Princess said nobody said anything when Beyonce headlined the Super Bowl in New Orleans. Man, Beyonce don't count. Don't
nobody ever say nothing about Beyonce.
No, I'm just saying from Monday Night Crew where y'all was talking about Beyonce winning that country album.
Boy.
Yeah, but any more thoughts on the Super Bowl, fellas? Any more thoughts on the Super Bowl, the performance? What do y'all rate it? 1 out of 10.
The performance?
Yeah, 1 out of 10.
I would say like an 8.
Okay. Dot.
Because of what he was trying to do, I think and the fact that I think he got it across, I give it a 9.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a 8.7. Now I'm gonna give it a 9, bro. It was really good. I'm assuming you talking about Beyonce. She is an outlier. Beyonce can't count. She's in her own world. Marcus Sell said, y'all know you cannot Beyonce on her internet. On her internet is wild.
On her internet
is wild, bro. You about to get banned from the chat, dog.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, good stuff, man. So, real quick, we about to tap into a video, man. So there's this video. I want to show it, not to only talk about what's in it, but to have a bigger conversation about bonus parents.
Okay.
All right.
Do you pray?
Hold on.
Do you hug?
So first of all,
do you hug my daughter at night? Do you pray?
Hold on.
Do you hug my daughter at night, bro? Honestly, do you hug my daughter at night?
Yeah, we definitely show affection.
You do?
Yeah. Her and my daughter are really good friends. They spend the night together. Like
exactly.
Yeah,
okay.
We do.
How do I know that?
But here's the thing.
Why would you know?
Baby,
What you mean?
hold
Because
on.
it's around my daughter and my son.
Listen.
I cut them umbilical cords, Trish.
I don't care.
What do you mean you don't care? So you tell me you can erase?
Hey, hold on.
You
Let
can
me talk.
erase
Let me
6,
talk.
7, 10 years
Just
of
because
that.
he does that doesn't mean you don't have to pull up and do the same damn thing. Nobody has stopped you. Nobody has said you can't come and see your kids. Never.
All right. So hey, look. So this way, look. So not to get into the communication interaction between the couple, but this is my thought about what's going on here, and my question.
Okay.
I should say, A, is it an issue if the bonus parent is stepping up to be called, if the mother or the child wants to call that person mom or dad? B, what is that dynamic like when both parents are involved? Should they be called? Should that boundary be set by the parent that doesn't live with them, or should a boundary be set with the parent that does have the partner?
You want to start, Jay?
No, you go ahead, Doc. I'm gonna let you take this one off.
I'm gonna put myself in the shoes of the parent who is on the outside, right?
Okay.
My kids
Okay.
are gonna be calling somebody else dad.
Mm-hmm. You had a hard time saying it just then.
Ooh. If that man has stepped up in a way, if that man has stepped up in a way where he is taking care of them because they all live together and my kids respect him, he treats them well, me and him have that relationship, and my kids want to call him dad,
got me fucked up.
I'm not, you can't, I mean, what you gonna do? You gonna tell your kid, no, you can't call him dad?
So I'm gonna say this, bro. Any dad that's in their kid's life, that's not even a thought to that kid to call another man that.
Cool. But what I'm saying is, if my kid wants to call him dad,
Right.
I'm not saying that I want him to call him dad. I'm not saying I'm not gonna be that parent. I'm not gonna be involved in my kid's life. But I'm not gonna tell my kid if that's what he's feeling. It would be tough for me now.
No.
But I can't out of my mouth be like, nah, don't call him dad, because he's still gonna do what he feels. They live together.
Yeah.
He might not call him dad to me. But if that's what he's feeling, living together, you don't think
So,
he's gonna call him dad?
Hey, bro, I'm gonna be real with you, dog. Like, and this is the thing. I've just never seen a scenario where a dad is involved and a kid feels the need to call another person, that whatever parent that doesn't live in the house. I do get what you're saying. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I ain't gonna say the PC answer. My kids say that. I'm like, is he your dad, motherfucker? Is he your dad? You know what I'm saying? But because this is the thing. It will be hard for me to see an involved parent, mom or dad, have that issue of somebody wanting to call somebody else what they call you. Now, if what you say and what you do is like a different name, a different name to represent, they're more than just, a partner of the other parent. Yeah, but like, I'm gonna be honest, bro, I'm not with that. I'm
What's
not
the
with
difference?
that. Go ahead,
Dad, pop, like you said, a different name than what they call you. What's the difference?
It ain't dad, motherfucker.
What is it? Is it daddy?
Or
nah,
dad?
see, Jay trying to be funny. What's your thoughts, Jay? Since you want to be funny, what's your thoughts, Jay?
Honestly, on it, first of all, it wasn't enough context for me.
Me either.
That's first.
Okay.
Second of all, I picked up a few things. The first thing was the first question he asked was, "Bro, you be hugging my daughter?" I didn't understand where that came from. But and the second thing I got was when she was talking to him, when they were conversing back and forth, she said, "You have every opportunity to come see your child. You don't come see your child." So when I caught that, what I thought about was kind of in the, y'all know how I am with my kids, kind of lean more towards what Dot was saying. If you're not going to be an active father, whether that is your dad, but you're not going to be an active father in this child life, you don't come see this person, do anything with your child. But this guy is at every baseball game, every cheerleading game, every, activity, he's doing father things. It's natural for a kid to gravitate towards that. Whether they called him that or not, I would never be cool with that. But I'm also speaking from three guys that are active fathers. So we would see it the way they see it. I just needed more context because I didn't understand where that "do you be hugging my daughter" question came from.
For sure. DJ Marcus,
more turmoil there.
DJ Marcus said, tell my kid call that man by his first name when I'm in the room. Hey Kendrick, squabble up, man. Calm down, Kendrick.
Hey,
Princess said, does a alternate name work? To me, it does.
So if your kid calls you dad and they call them pops, that's cool.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, bro. I'm not gonna cap. As long as it ain't something that they call me. Like if I'm not, if you don't never call me that, I don't really care. Cause this is a thing.
What if he start calling him dad and then call you Keenan?
Nah. Hey, look. Because you can't name a scenario you can't name a scenario where a kid doesn't want to call their parent dad and not doesn't want to acknowledge their parent that's active and call this person that. I will say this: I would be mature enough. That relationship seemed fractured to me. Yes. Like in that case, that relationship seemed very fractured to where, the two biological parents arguing about why I don't know this and stuff like that. So I would be mature enough to have that relationship with said person to be like, hey, bro, this is where we at. I'm appreciative, had the dad conversation, but I would want my kids to be in a healthy situation if I wasn't with them in the house. Now, a conversation we ain't really got to talk about here because we don't have no representation on the other side is I also think we're in times where it would be a little norm to have joint custody instead of my kids being one place the whole time and I get them on the weekend. So that may look different too. Because if they spend equal time at both places, I don't think this come into play for me personally. I don't feel that. I just know it was some real animosity when you got to tell a lady, hey, chill, let me talk, and she's still going off. That's real beef.
Yeah.
Like that's real beef from the streets right there.
That's why I said I need more context, because was that fit in to have that conversation of hey, this person is being active in your chat? How hey, I've been talking to this person, let's meet up. What was that about? Because that short, the clips that they were showing, it didn't give me enough context to go off of.
Hey Jay, I got this vibe. You was cool with being a deadbeat until somebody else scooped your lady up, and now you're trying to make it about the kids and get back in the picture. That's what I get from it.
Bringing up stuff I cut their umbilical cords. Bro, you up here just saying shit. Somewhere, man. I cut.
Yeah, hey, and this is the thing that get me. I bet you they 15.
But he cut. Hey, you ain't did nothing.
Hug my daughter good night.
The doctor could have did that.
But I feel like old buddy handled it maturely. He said we definitely show affection because he wasn't trying to trigger, bro. He's like, we show affection. Me and my daughter and her good friends, yeah. But to me, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm looking at my lady like, you ain't what's good with your man? Like, you ain't telling him nothing.
Yeah,
he don't know I'm over here.
Unsided.
Yeah, nah. Hey, that's how people get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, first 48.
Not tell. See, Jay, come on, man. Hey, Jay, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man. Nah, for real, bro. You can't do that. But I wouldn't be comfortable with that. I'm not gonna lie. If you're an involved parent, I feel like that bonus parent, mom, dad situation only come into play with an absent parent. Not going for that. Got me bent. All the above. All the
So
above.
you're specifically speaking on dad.
No,
Your
dad
kids
or
call
mom.
you dad. I mean, you're not gonna call you mom, but your kids call you dad and they're calling him dad. That's what you specifically speaking on, the word dad. That's what
Yes,
you
but
got an issue with.
I got an issue with an active parent being like, I got an issue with the biological parent that's active, mom or dad. That label, that name, or whatever is attached to them being called that to someone else.
Yes,
I have a problem with that, because I'm gonna tell you the other side, Dot. If that my kids were with me and I got a lady and she's good to them, and they try that, I'm like, oh, y'all got a mom. Y'all got to find a different name. Like, y'all got a mom if she active. Like, so I'm not doing that. Appreciate you tapping in. Sharon said, I feel like only a father who isn't present enough will have a true problem with this. I agree.
That's what it showed in that video.
Yeah, like I think that's the thing, bro. I'm not going for that. And again, do y'all disagree if you had a lady in your child's life and the child try to call her mom? Well, you wouldn't stop that. Like, oh, y'all, if the mom is active, I'm gonna be real, even if she's not, like, oh, yeah, like, you got a mom, bro. I ain't with that.
Only exception for me is time frame. Like,
yeah,
the parent has been absent for a significant amount of years, and this person is distant, and still doing those things. I think it's okay at that moment because they've earned the right to be called that. They didn't try to take that away from the mother or father. They had every opportunity to step up to the plate. I don't dig so much deep onto the wordplay of the mom dad thing. I look more so as like, as an active father, I wouldn't want nobody around my kid like that. How do I put this? In a way to where it's like, you're around my kid 24/7. What am I doing? Like, why this guy was over here mad as hell. And I'm sitting here thinking in my mind, like, bro, you haven't made a conscious effort to go see your child. You worried about a hug. I guess the hug got me.
Jay,
like, you worried about
can I ask you a question, Jay?
Yeah.
How do you handle that if he was trying to be active, but they got some emotional turmoil there?
For sure.
So how would you handle it if you was in his shoes and you were trying to be, but the mom wasn't having that?
Then I would handle that through a court system.
Yep.
Because at that point, you're not trying to compromise at all. I'm sitting here talking to your new boo. We're both being very mature at this moment. He seems like a good dude, which is something that, number one, I would applaud you for, because at least you got somebody decent around my kids. That's number one. But the big thing is, if you ain't really trying to do all that, okay, that's no problem. Like, we both got equal rights. Let's go forward.
Yeah. Like you said, you shook your head. Nah, like, if you trying to be an active parent and the other parent is not allowing you to be this active parent, you're not going to take further action to be able to be that parent that you're trying to be.
Yes, Dot, but I think my action would come before I could be shut out. Like, our agreement before we split is going to be known for that. Like, I would never be in a position, me personally, and I wouldn't do this to my wife neither. Say, God forbid, we went separate ways. Our plan of equal custody is going to start from the beginning. I ain't giving up like, hey, we starting like this, let them get comfortable, and then going back trying to fight. I'm not doing that. That's what I'm saying.
You could be saying you were speaking from a healthy situation, but in reality, the couples that are here and the people that break up, women and men weaponize kids. So in that scenario, it sounds good, but let's say y'all are good. Y'all might be on good terms because y'all still sleeping together, if you want to be real. Then one of y'all stop, and then it's like, oh, nah, well, if you don't want to do this with me, like, you ain't seeing your kids. People do that all the time.
Hold this over your head.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be, but Jay, you know me, bro. Like, I ain't trusting you. Like, I'm sorry. That right there, as soon as I know this, I don't care. We is still doing I do. No, bro, we're not. No,
but I'm saying you pull up to the mother of your kid's house to pick your kids up, right? She said, "No, I'm going with you."
But this a thing. I'm gonna have something in that paperwork where I have. So, like, this the thing. If I already have, before we split, we already have our plan, right? So when I come up there, I ain't trying to get the law involved. We understand how being black in America go. But like, I'm not coming from the aspect of where you have authority to do that. So if I had to call the powers that be, you will have to release them to me because that's the agreement. I ain't doing no word of mouth. I ain't doing no like, oh yeah, we trust. Nah, where that paperwork at that you signed, you got to give them a paw.
Get that paperwork from.
That's what I was about to say.
Jay, the only difference in what we're saying is, I'm saying if you were already, if the kid in this scenario, he already let the kid go with the mom full time,
right?
And then trying to fight. Only thing I'm saying, before I let my kid go, there's a joint custody agreement in place already. That's all I'm saying.
So do you think so with context behind it, I don't want us to stay too long on this, but do you think he let the child go with the mom? Or do you think that she took the child?
It seemed like bro wasn't really that active. I can't hear you, bro.
No, my child coming with me.
I don't know how to answer that, bro. I don't know.
Some scenarios that happen. So
I'm gonna be real, bro.
Yeah.
I don't understand that scenario. That's not happening with me. The same way you feel like your kids should go with you, they coming with me.
Right. I mean, I get that. But I'm just saying, when you ask that, the question that you asked me, let's get back on topic. My bad.
Hey, I would ask my kids, who y'all want to go with? That's the only way I wouldn't fight it.
Yeah.
Because if you doing it the right way, they shouldn't OD her about the turmoil. We ain't gonna be yelling, fussing, and fighting in front of them. But like, who y'all want to go with? Nah, like, hey, we gotta spend some time apart for the next XYZ. Who, you know what I'm saying? If they old enough, I would give them that option. You know what I'm saying? But even in that case, I'm gonna send a text before, hey, let's confirm that these are the dates that I'm telling you, bro. I ain't playing about that.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I ain't playing about that. Hey, man, appreciate everybody tapping in right now, man. If you join the show, please subscribe to the channel. Click that like button to help us out, get to the algorithm. That's how we grow. Appreciate everybody that's tapping in that's new to the page. We got a couple of comments. Marcus Sale said, if another man is in the house with my baby, I'm pulling up even more now. Yeah, but that's going to be tough for their relationship to navigate, bro.
Right.
Princess said it's only realistic at some point for a child to want to refer to them the more than Mr. X, Y, and Z if they are in the same household and being an active parent figure to them as well. I agree.
That's true.
But conversations avoid a lot of confrontation. Let's talk when it gets to that point to where I'm already cool with this person, so I know that type vibe. That's how I feel about that. What's y'all thoughts on that?
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, for me, I feel like mom and dad is just a name. Mother and father is my title, and you can't take that away. You can't take father away from me because I'm going to be, as we said earlier, an active father. Right. Which is why my kids don't call me dad, they call me dad. So like, it doesn't matter what mom, dad, mommy, daddy, none of that matters to me. That can be taken away. Mother and father cannot be taken away.
Right.
I feel the opposite.
Well, I don't feel the opposite. I feel like that the title, I'm not too much stressing over. I feel like the thing that I'll be stressing over more is the fact that another guy's in my child's life impacting their life more than me. That's a problem. That's a major problem.
Not necessarily though.
Yeah. For me,
he might not be impacting their life more than you. He's just there with them. You can still be an active father and that dude still live there. He's there with them a lot of the time.
Yeah.
That don't mean you ain't spending that time with them.
In that scenario, yes, I'm speaking from the guy that we feel like he was.
The video.
Yeah, the video. Because I thought like he's not there a lot. So I think the more alarming thing is you're worried about the title and the hugs more so than this really impacting your child's life.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're missing the point.
So, yeah, for sure. Marcus Sale also said, because I got to check up on things, even if they take my baby out of the house every time I visit. Sharon Parker, no, if it's a temporary split, I don't think the child should be removed from the natural house. I actually agree with that. I just think dads deserve. So the tricky part about that, and I really appreciate that comment, but the tricky part about that is you as a man, you can't put a woman out of the house. I don't think that's right. You know what I'm saying? Without nowhere to go, if that's our agreement. You know what I'm saying? So the natural house I feel like will always, tradition tells us the guy gets out. You know what I'm saying? So like that's naturally already leaving them with the mother. Even though I do agree that they should stay in the most stable, natural environment for them. I wholeheartedly agree on that. What's y'all thoughts on that, fellas?
Nah, I'd agree.
I definitely agree.
Yeah. Salute. She also said she has a stepfather, didn't call him dad, but she called him by Sims most days. Respect, bonus parents matter. Boundaries matter too, is all I'm gonna say. All right, fellas. So this next joint we got, man, we're gonna kind of tap into sex discipline for guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna watch the video, see what they talking about, and then we're gonna jump into it.
Okay, like no, you need to leave it right.
No, that's not. I'm sorry, that's not the right one. My
Need
apologies.
to have other women will still, because a man can have a great woman. I mean, she's doing nothing wrong, great woman, and the need to have other women will still override his want to be faithful to her. Yeah.
Not even that. It can just be a moment. Like I can be with my girl. Everything's good, Then we go to the club and then one girl walk across. I'm like, what? That's just how I go. Like, you just like
this is so discouraging.
This is so discouraging.
It is discouraging, but it's like it's the truth. It's the truth.
Not lying
it's the truth though. Like I'd rather tell y'all the truth of how men really think.
I've noticed women now are more ruthless with y'all now.
Hey man, I'm gonna start. My initial thoughts is like, he ain't speaking for all of us. First, now
get into
it. So this is my thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Be truthful now.
I am. I just gotta make sure I say this the right way.
You know what I'm saying?
There's some truth in what he's saying.
Okay, we getting.
However, it ain't like you just. Let me speak for myself. It's not like every time you walk around, you just, oh my God, this beauty, like, oh my God, nah, it's not. It's not like that. I feel like women go through the same thing. It's just frowned upon if they verbalize it. You know what I'm saying? The thing when he got to like, he was like, I hate to tell y'all it's the truth, and the girl was like, it's so discouraging. This is the thing. I just think we got to stop thinking that somebody you with is not going to ever be attracted to nobody else, or not ever going to see somebody that they like, or not ever going, you know what I mean? Now, how you communicate that, how you handle that is a whole nother ball game. You feel where I'm coming from? But like, I'm not going to lie, bro, to say, I got to say this very, very, very correctly. I think everybody in a relationship has to have a level of discipline in order to make the relationship continue to work. Like temptations are going to happen. Decisions and bad, like you got to make decisions in tough moments is going to happen. But like, bro, you don't look at every woman as a piece of meat.
No.
What's y'all thought?
I think you said it well. Like, you got to have a level of discipline. There's no one person in this world that ain't going to look at somebody and be like, oh, they look good, or oh, and have thoughts. It's how you act on them thoughts. So I think to a certain extent he was speaking facts.
I don't agree. I don't agree with dudes doing all that saying it to your girl, bro. I'm sorry.
Saying what?
Him saying, like, obviously men and women, we both do this. Like, you might see something, ooh, okay, cool. Because like you said, we're not put on this earth to be just attracted to one person. We all get that. We're all human. But at the same time, having that discipline is what keeps the relationship going for a long time. Right. What he was speaking on is like the same way that women are separate from men. Like, let's say they're going to girls trip, we're going to guys trip. Somebody walk by you, like you ain't. The problem comes in is when you start to act upon that. Issue comes in. Everybody can acknowledge whatever, but you have to have some level of discipline. And when you don't, that's where you have all these people out here just having different babies with different people and in these relationships because they're not disciplined enough to understand you are supposed to have these feelings, but you have to learn how to suppress those feelings, and because I think it's very disrespectful if you with your woman and you do that. Like,
bro, I'm not. Yeah, that's crazy, dog.
She gonna be like,
bro, hey Jay, I hate that scenario, bro. I hate that. Like,
though.
No. I'm saying you're right, but what I'm saying is like I don't understand why. In my opinion, me and Dr. argue this a million times.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get why I'm having that conversation with my lady, dog. I just don't.
You talking about verbalizing that someone's attractive?
In the video, he was like, first of all, he said I go to the club, my girl. Not the biggest fan of that.
Oh, damn, I missed that.
B, it's like we be in the club and look at John like, oh, like, and doing it in front of your girl or saying it to her, bringing it to her attention. That's just counterproductive to me. I don't care about people can get into the security conversation, cool, whatever. But like, that's stupid to me. Because look, if you think you saying all these things and she's not going to remember when the little turmoil hit, or you keep saying the same thing and create a type in her mind, if you don't think you're creating a bigger problem for yourself, I'm sorry, dog. You got the game messed up.
And if you don't think bar, Bond, if you don't think she at that bar getting y'all drinks, like, damn, homeboy smell good. That fade look nice.
Hey, Jay, he smell good. Is you too close? That's insane. Smell good is insane.
Same time, reality is that this is what I always tell people when people be out here doing this cheating, right? People be in a relationship cheating. I always tell them, hey, you better stop acting like you the only attractive one in the situation. It's other people that want other people too, but people learn how to express feelings. So you can sit up here and do all that he was talking about, but I'm telling you, you got to be able to, you know what I'm saying, take what you can do.
Take it.
Yeah.
Boy, when that ball the court, it ain't fun, boy.
It ain't when the rabbit got the gun. Val said everyone has odds, but acting on it is what makes it disrespectful.
Yep.
DJ Marcus Sale said most men have dick discipline, in my opinion. I don't know about that one, bro. I don't know about that one. Yeah, hey, I usually agree with you. I don't know about that one, bro.
You said
I don't know if all guys got that type of discipline, brother.
Hey, boy, they out here making us look bad, Marcus Sale, boy. Hi,
bro. Jay, let's be real, bro. If you give a guy 10 opportunities, how many of them you saying he taking?
Out of the 10?
Yeah.
Depends on if he had discipline or not. If he ain't never been around no women, he taking all 10.
Say he got say again, Jay.
Realistically, is he single?
Let's go both instances. A single dude, you get
no attention in life.
You know what?
He never got attention from women like this, right? That's where the discipline comes in. When you in familiar territory, it's not the same as somebody that's never been there. You just, a person that never been to the strip club walk in, they mind blown.
Yeah.
You done been, we been here before. It's cool.
I think the other way. I think that could work. I think it could work the other way. If you've been getting attention your whole life, 9 times out of 10, it done went to your head to where you think it's normal and you doing it all the time. I think it's when you've never been in the arena that you more cautious. Like when you ain't used to it and you get it, you're like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it bites you, sometimes it don't.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And like Jay, well, you can speak to that, Jay. Like never been in the arena. Go ahead, bro.
First of all, I lived in the arena my whole life. At Ocho Cinco, you know what I'm saying? But honestly, it's just really discipline is not hard to me, bro. When it comes to the other, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to say all that.
Hey, Dot. The lie to the test determined.
Nah, bro. Like, I'm a horn dog, but I got discipline. You know what I'm saying? I'm very strategic in my picking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
does that discipline only matter when you? So what does that work in a relationship when you mad at her? You got that same discipline if she throwing it at you, y'all pissed off?
Yeah, it works because I'm committed. That's when my discipline kicks in.
No, I'm talking about with her. With her.
What
you mad at your girl?
Step out because we had an argument.
Y'all had an argument. She still but she throwing that thing. Did your anger, your discipline gonna hold up through that anger?
No, you got to take the anger out. You got to get the anger out. I thought you meant stepping out. Oh yeah, if we both angry, somebody got to go. The anger got to go somewhere.
Where it's going?
And discipline is far. Some people do that though. You be arguing with your partner, As soon as you leave the house, go somewhere. Then I'm like, bro, you've been gone for 30 minutes. Y'all had an argument, bro. It's not that deep.
All right. Chappelle, appreciate you tapping in. If you don't agree, if y'all don't agree with the convo with your partner when seeing someone attractive, I agree. Do y'all think a convo needs to be had when your partner's the one being hit on? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I hate to be this guy, but like you, go ahead, Jay.
This ain't hit on in front of you.
That's what I was about to ask.
Clarify. Being hit on in front of you. I'm gonna be real, bro. Like, don't nobody want somebody ain't nobody looking at. You know what I mean?
Being hit on and being hit on in front of is different.
Yeah, like I mean, how though? I feel like
how is it different?
I feel like it got they say either way. I feel like, bro. I just think sometimes environment matters.
Yeah.
But so
I'm listening.
Let's use the scenario from earlier. Y'all done got upset. Y'all done got into it. You know what I'm saying? You mess around and go out, get a little alcohol in your system. That's when that fucking juice come into play. That's how people met, discipline or not. You emotional, you drinking. That's when you stay in the house, dog. Go downstairs, do what you gotta do, stay in the house. You don't do that. That's not when you I don't believe in when emotion is high, logic is low. I'm not gonna go out and go get under the influence and be out. Not saying I'm not disciplined through it. I just don't think that's a recipe for success. Saying that to say your partner go out and do that and they been hit on without you and they in their feelings about you already and they drinking and going on. All right, now.
Yeah. And to go back to what you were saying earlier, because I had a girl tell me that before, like she was talking to one of her homegirls or whatever, right? Did he lie?
I look like.
Okay. Anyway, Doc, he go back to his point. Don't nobody want nobody, don't nobody else want.
Facts.
Because boy, you know what I'm saying? You done see some females, they dude in DMs begging, boy. I'm talking about begging, Doc. You know what I'm saying? He left on red. He getting aired out. And she's saying thinking like, boy, I'm saying you want me to come home and you know what I'm saying? Like, cook you this and submit to you. Like, that's some wild stuff to be happening when your dude begging in DMs and getting like no responses. That's wild.
First of all, how you
that's wild.
How do you handle that? Obviously this would have to be a woman answers, but how do you handle going through your others DMs and seeing no love?
We need to ask the females in here right now. That's a good one. Let's ask them right now, bro.
Did you hear that? You heard
Say it again. No, I didn't. Say it again, Doc.
How do you handle going into your man's, not you obviously, but your man's DMs and he trying, but he ain't getting no love?
Oh man.
Air.
Are you mad at him? Or is it
but you coming home submitting, cooking meals, getting yelled at?
But don't nobody want him.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
getting yelled at is crazy.
Oh my God.
All right, so Chappelle said if it takes me having to go through his stuff, trust is already gone and we have a bigger problem.
Facts.
That's true. That's true.
Princess said I don't handle it because I don't go into my man DMs like but if you did and he was shooting them shots and get shot down, what you doing?
Let's speak into hypotheticals real quick. Let's go into
let's hop in the hypothetical bag.
Yeah, we get it though.
So y'all must have been scarred before. Anybody been through no phones before?
I've been through a phone one time.
She gonna be still mad. She could but she gonna clown you for the consecutive missed shots. Val said facts, Chappelle. Yeah. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, so what if let's switch it up. What if you don't go through his phone, right? And the girl he talking to just tired of him keep reaching out. She screenshotted and sent it to you. Then what you do?
Okay, Jay.
Yeah.
Okay, Jay. I like where you going here, sir.
The phone.
I like what you do there, sir.
Yeah. What you do then? You just see just good morning, Queen.
Just message.
Good morning, Queen left on red is insane.
Hey, what you know what I'm saying? My man out here back.
Hey, Princess said it's the quickest way to lose weight if you want to try it. Be depressed as fuck. I'm not laughing at depression. I'm not laughing at depression. Princess, you stupid, man. I'm not laughing at depression. She said it's the quickest, man. That's insane, man. Hey, yo.
Man. Woo,
Yo, that's insane, dog. That's insane.
Crazy.
but nah, I think discipline come in where you can't be sticking and moving like that, dog. You can't be doing that. Nah, I agree. Sharon Parks, I'm not into making myself. You know, we talked about this on one of the first two, like a last name loyalty episode of 1 and 2. This is the thing about when you start going into phones, right? The thing about when you go into phones, it's like you forget the trust is already gone. You might fuck around and find out what you're looking for, and that's worse than the trust. Because you can't come back from it for real. I don't think you could come back from it for real.
If you're going through the phone, it's done. If you have the urge to go through your partner's phone, it's done. Hang it up. The trust is gone, which I mean, without that.
Yeah. All right, fellas. Next up, man. So, hey, look. So, let me say this disclaimer, right? Appreciate everybody tapping in again, man. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, man. Hope y'all enjoying the show. We really appreciate all the love, man. It really means a lot for the platform, for real. So this next conversation is about when's the best time to communicate. So we're gonna watch an extended part about how a woman may feel her point of view from a man, and then we'll respond about our thoughts.
Okay.
Leave it on the playground.
Yeah.
And when I bring something to your attention, it's not your time to bring it to mine.
Huh?
It's not. One thing I can't stand, if I'm telling you something about what's going on in our relationship, now is not the time for you to air it out. Because if you was beefing at that wedding, you stay beefing at that wedding. Why would you bring it to somebody else's club? Okay, no, you need to leave it right there. Leave it on the playground.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you about what I'm talking to you about. Now, if next week or next Tuesday or whatever the case may be, you want to say something, okay. I'm talking to you right now.
Right.
You're not talking to me.
Right.
And call it what you may. But I'm going to hear you out whenever you bring something to me, because I would like to think that I'm an approachable friend and I'm a friend who wants to hear you out. I mean, you know, right? I would like to say that. So I'm going to listen to you. But if I'm telling you something, now is not the time to air your grievances. It's not.
All right. What's your thoughts, fellas? She bring it to you. Don't bring it to her.
I'll take this one first.
Go ahead, brother.
I agree with her message, but I disagree with her delivery. Her message is very clear. And I think what she's saying to me, what I received from that was, whenever I'm bringing a problem to you at that moment, it's whoever you're talking to, it's their job to be an active listener at that moment. And I had to learn this even, through our relationships, because naturally as men, we're problem solvers. So you come to me telling me something, the first thing I'm thinking about is a solution. I'm not trying to hear you out. I'm like, so you need this done, you need that done. It's like, but you're not listening. And in my mind, I'm like, I am listening. I'm fixing the problem. So I think the wait to next Tuesday thing was a bit aggressive to come holler at me. But I do get what she's saying. And I think it does bring room for somebody being an active listener. You calling me saying, hey, bro, I'm going through this. That's crazy, bro. Let me tell you what we going through. It's like, well, who has the space to get anything off this? Now we're just going back and forth and nobody's getting any type of help.
Yeah. Okay. Salute. Dot, what's your thoughts, Brody?
I took it a little differently. When she said, when I bring you this, it's not your time to bring me your grievances, right? I took that as her saying, hey, I got this problem. I guess I took it as with you, right? And you telling me you got this problem with me in response to it, right? And being that that's how I took it, I agree with what she's saying, because like you just said, Jay, you're not going to get much. Well, you could potentially not get to a resolution, right? However, if the problem you have with me is, if the problem that you're having with me is a result of something that I have a problem with you, that's going to be my answer. I don't know how to let you have that conversation or get it off your chest. You can get off your chest, but my response is still going to be, what the issue is from me. So I feel like that could kind of go both ways, right? It could be I gotta sit there and listen, like you said, you know, hear it out. It ain't my time. But if you're the problem,
yeah,
sorry. Gotta let you know.
Sorry.
my only thing is like, I think it gets choppy if what you're bringing to me is, and similar to what you said, if you're the problem, but like if we had a situation and we both kind of like skipped past it, for lack of a better term, and like we both did something, and then you bring it to me like we both ain't do something, it's gonna be hard for me not to communicate what's going on. As a guy, this don't always end well for me sometimes. You know, when I was young, I was very passive aggressive, bro. But I didn't like confrontation, so it came out, you know, as passive aggressiveness, right? Me, like me at my age now, I'm like, is this that deep? Like, how was days? Has she been having a long day? Where's her capacity at? Like, my emotional intelligence is there to kind of like look at, like, hold on, like, did that moment warrant that type of response? You know what I'm saying? Now, if I'm doing all that thinking and you firing off on me, and I'm sitting here making sure I'm sitting here considering what you've been through, and you firing off me, I ain't gonna lie. I try not to meet fire with fire, but like, I'm gonna consider your day. I'm gonna consider your week. Have you been working late at work all these times? Have you been busting your ass here and there? So maybe your capacity low. You feel me? Like, I pay attention to those things when it comes to my lady, but I'm gonna be honest. Don't let it be no mutual disagreement. You did something to me and I did something to you, and you tell me I can't talk. I'm gonna let you go first. I'm gonna hear you, but I'm gonna say whatever need to be said back on the back end. That's all I'm saying. All right, we got a couple of comments. I agree with her message, but the delivery is choppy because in the beginning I thought she was speaking about romantic relationship, but sounded like she was speaking on friendships. I took that she was maybe saying to her romantic partner, you should be that friend that can have that conversation. I could be wrong. When you got a problem, communicate that don't hold your cards and wait until a problem. When you got a problem, communicate that don't hold your cards and wait till I have a problem just so you can have something to throw back at me. Oh, I agree with that.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh
yeah. Don't yeah. That's how we gonna get it started again. We gonna get it popping again. Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I just think in communication, like, you gotta have signals like, hey, we're gonna talk about that later. Like, I ain't that I'm gonna leave it go right now. I ain't gonna ruin the vibe tonight. We gonna talk about that though. You know what I'm saying? I just wish that when it comes to those experiences, that mutually we could create the same type of active listening situation. I ain't gonna get into all the accountability and and I'm not gonna get into that. I just feel like sometimes for guys that are being vocal, if that's not her experience, it's not always the best thing it's not always the best thing to encounter.
Right.
But don't be too vocal. Don't be too vocal.
You saying guys don't be too vocal?
That sounded bad, but yeah, that's what I meant. Like, be able to decipher what's an issue and what's a problem.
Right.
Like, don't be just out here spraying about everything. Like,
everything is not a problem.
Yeah. Like, you can't just be out here. I don't like that. Why you? Oh, wait. Chill, bro. Chill. I remember one time, man, when I was in school. Story time. Now I'm just like, hey, look. So one time one time, man, I was young. I was probably like 25, 26. And I was in I was about to say I was in the closet. That was crazy. I was at work, and me and my mentor classroom used to be connected by this like book closet. Man, me and my wife was into it. Huh?
That's where y'all met.
Who?
You and the mentor.
Go ahead, bro. So it was like, it was connected, bro. You could close both classroom doors. I'm back there. Yeah, you know when you in that argument where like it throw your day off where you got to argue about this.
Man, what?
Like I can't even go to work. I got to go in the bathroom and argue about this.
Come on, man.
So, man, I'm going in. And he just said it like, hey, he was like, hey, bro. you sound like a bitch,
Yeah,
man.
I remember that conversation.
Yeah, I'm like, man, you sound like a bitch back there arguing and fussing. And what is you on, man? I'm like, what you mean? And he was basically saying, like, dog, if she's high, if her emotions is high, you don't go and match high emotions with high emotions. That's not what you do. Calm down, think about it, and then go have a conversation. I'm like, yeah, but at the time it was about pride and being right and trying to figure out everything else. But then I finally realized, like, oh, okay, like, now you ain't gonna be talking crazy now. But I finally realized, like, okay, cool. I'm not going to be always matching you yelling and fussing, you and your feelings. Okay, cool, get through them, and then I'm gonna talk to you when I calm down. I'm not really confrontational, man.
Shout out to Mentor. He stayed with the gyms.
Facts.
That wasn't no gym, man. You sound like it pissed me off.
Hey, Steve, but now that you get it, what you was in that sounded like?
A bitch. Yeah. Like,
okay,
bro, because I'm gonna be real, bro. Even if she is your lady, I don't think it's good to like be going back and forth with your lady, man.
Nah,
like I'm not about to be fussing and fighting with you.
Huh? Yeah, I said, especially with men, when you say dumb shit like, shit, that's what we doing. I'm about to match energy. Why would you want to do that? Yeah, why would you sit here and she's sitting here on fucking 10?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
This dude's out here saying that?
Yes.
Man, yeah, bro. Like,
yeah.
See, that's why I stay in my
walls. You match energy.
Hey, B-Dot, would you consider yourself to be confrontational?
I don't think I'm confrontational.
Hey, if y'all don't, that mean hell yeah. If you, my bad, what you consider yourself to be? That be hell yeah. Go ahead, bro. What you consider yourself to be? That be a nigga argue about everything.
I ain't gonna argue unless you want to argue. And I ain't talking about my lady. I'm talking about you because that's what you talking about.
What you mean?
Saying I always argue with you. I'm saying unless it's you.
I'm not even talking about me, sir.
Oh,
I need to talk about me, sir.
He's trying to be confrontational.
Look, but it's me.
Anyway, next. All right, man. So I read this thread, y'all, that kind of tapped in because we all been in the workplace and we have management skills and those things. So I'm gonna read off a couple things that the thread was about Gen Z in the workforce. Companies are becoming more and more dissatisfied with Gen Zers in the workforce. And they said they're firing them just months after being hired for the following things: lack of taking initiative, unprofessional behavior, frequent lateness, disorganization, and poor communication, and struggling with workload. Now, this is my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Why do y'all think that for a generation that's more free mentally, they had way more stuff than we do? Why do y'all think it's such a struggle in the workforce? Because I don't feel like people value jobs the same way, right? Like everybody think they're supposed to be an entrepreneur. Everybody think they're supposed to be, $10 million in 2 days and all that stuff. But like for a entitled, I'm gonna say generation, tardiness to your job, poor communication. Have y'all had that experience with Gen Zers, or what's y'all experience with that?
Mm-hmm.
Every single day.
Dang, dog.
And it's crazy because every person, every technician that gets hired at my job, they spend their first 2 to 3 weeks with me.
I know that's why they hate it.
Possibly. But in that 3 weeks,
mm-hmm.
I give them everything you named on that list.
Mm-hmm.
I give them how to do that. Obviously, outside of being on time and stuff like that, like the communication piece, like we going over a lot of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There is a lack of care.
Mm-hmm.
They don't treat work the same way as we did and generations before us did. They don't look at it the same.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to go get some shoes, some clothes, video games, go on a trip. buy some bud.
Yeah.
They don't look at it the same way. And the ones that do, they stand out. It's really, really crazy to me because everything you listed off, I see every single day. I honestly, I like them as people. I don't like all of them as workers.
Yeah, man. I just
They
think
make it real hard.
I just think the way you handle it should be very much like soft skills aren't a thing, bro. I recently just shot something about that. Like soft skills aren't a thing anymore. And in this day and age, you separate yourself by the very small thing. You could not be good at your job and show up on time, be at every meeting you're supposed to be at, be where you're supposed to be, use the clock out system, clock in when you're supposed to, wear the uniform, like stuff like that stand out now. I honestly think that, but to the point you were making, bro, by the time they get to you at the job for training, it's too late.
Yeah.
Like those skills have already been there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too hard. It's too hard to like, I ain't gonna say they can't change, but like, dog, if you tardy in the workforce that early, you probably been tardy to school all day. Nothing ever happened. Tardy to everything and no real consequence. I just hate that I shouldn't say we think. I hate the way we coddle so much now at the smaller stage and don't realize what months are you. Because I'm gonna be real, bro. Gen Z is 27 is Gen Z.
That's crazy.
They not babies, dog.
Yeah.
You too old for that.
Grown adults.
You too old for that. You too old for that, bro. And you too old for that. Chappelle said, I hate that it's low-key true, but definitely not all us.
No, it's not.
Marcus Sell said Gen Z different, my boy. It is, my boy. Rita said 100% agree. Appreciate you. Val, technology crippled Gen Z. They grew up having technology doing everything for them. I agree.
Very true.
They also have too many social media outlets, so they don't talk to people in real life anymore. If you're out in public, they're on their phone, scrolling, recording, taking pictures instead of interacting. Wholeheartedly agree with everything, and they're desensitized now. Like they're desensitized to a lot of what happens in reality because their world happens in technology. Now, I do know a couple Gen Zers that's on it that do the right things. You know what I mean? That's very valuable. That really helps in the workspace. I think the way school and education, because they spend a lot of time in there, like, bro, when we was in school, 3 tardies equated to an absence. Like, dog, you couldn't be tardy 3 times. So I don't know if y'all experienced that, but that little phone used to call your house and leave that message like, your son, such and such, was late to class. Like, now you can be tardy as many times as you want and nothing comes from it. Gen Z, man. I think our kids would be different.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts though, Jay? I ain't hear you say much about Gen Z.
I mean, it's pretty simple for me. I think it's just like everything else with the workforce, relationships, everything. It's too many options. People feel like they just have too many options now. So the fear of, like, let's say back in the day, a person maybe couldn't read, probably didn't have a GED, so they're working at the mill and they learned the skill set, right? So they were more fearful of losing that job because it was going to be harder to get another job. It was some fear there. There's no fear with Gen Zs, right? It's like, oh, okay, it's cool. I'll get another job. If not, I mean, hey, man, they said I can make 10,000 in 2 days. Be real,
man.
And scamming.
Yeah.
So people really don't care. They be like, oh, shit, I just start scamming. So it's no real fear anywhere.
Hey, it's so crazy.
I'm being real though. I talked to
you are. You are.
Bro, like, oh yeah, it's cool, bro. I just start scamming. I'm like, what? You not going to work? Nah, I got a headache. A headache.
Hey, look, we were just risking it. The only scamming we was doing was LimeWire and FrostWire.
Man, what?
Burning CDs.
Sell them CDs and DVDs, boy.
Nah,
tearing the computers up.
Hey, Jay, what was you downloading on LimeWire?
Next question.
Hey, well, hey, look. Then when LimeWire got hot, you go to FrostWire. What was you download on FrostWire?
The same shit I was downloading on LimeWire.
Right.
Hey, look, you knew you had a bad video when your computer was about to blow up. When you start downloading, you're like,
how many times that happened to you?
bro. Hey, look, had that dial up going slow. Man. Hey, look, tearing that computer up, bro.
Hey, chill, man. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it though. It's just too many.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we got one more video, y'all, and we about to be up out of here. We got one video on expectations. So I'm gonna show a video. A woman kind of explain what it's like and how AOL for sure. What it's like to communicate and what expectations should look like. So we're gonna play the video, and then we'll give our thoughts.
We set expectations for the relationship. Before we even got engaged, we set expectations for the relationship. Then we got engaged, we set expectations for the engagement, and then we did the same thing for marriage. And we actually he typed out everything. Okay. So we knew the roles, responsibilities, we knew what to expect. We knew, okay, if you're triggered, this is what needs to happen. So that there's no confusion, so that he can never say, well, you never told me that. And I can never say, well, you never told me that. So it's clear and concise. And I feel like when that's the case in anything, there's peace. Yeah. So we created immediate peace. And I'm not saying that our relationship is perfect, but we rarely ever argue. Right. Because we know how to diffuse any conflict, to be honest.
Our last argument was over.
Fellas, expectation. Talk about it all before you get up in there.
I think it's smart. I wish I had somebody tell me that in the beginning. I didn't think about that. It was a day-by-day thing. Now, I don't know about writing it down, but I think a good conversation about what you expect in this stage of your relationship, what you expect in that stage of your relationship, I think that is healthy. And then when it changes, another conversation, because people change. People's needs changes. People's needs change.
Thank you. Hey, we listen and we don't judge, bro. All right, so hey, but this is my thing, bro. I'm gonna be real. And I'm not trying to just be defiant here. I disagree with the order. She was like, we got together, then set the expectations. We got engaged, then set the expectations. Got married, then set the expectations. Huh? No, I'm just saying, in my opinion, I'm I don't disagree with having expectations. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of you can't control everything in a relationship. Expectations should be broad enough to fit within your realm and scope of how you handle things. But to go as far as saying, when I'm triggered, do this. Every trigger ain't the same, and you don't know all your triggers at all times. I think if it's something like, hey, I don't like to talk when I'm mad, so if I get upset, give me some time. To go as far as what I'm gonna get mad over, how I'm gonna maneuver around that, I think sometimes we try to control every aspect of human nature, and that's not realistic to what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? You can't control humans. We change every day. I do like the expectation conversation. I don't care for get in the relationship, then talk. Get engaged, then talk. Get married, then talk. I don't think that's conducive. And let's be real, bro. Jokers be lying, man. Jokers be lying. And half the people don't even know that stuff about themselves.
More in real time.
Yeah. What about you, Jay? What's your thoughts, brother?
Two things that I got, especially from what you just said. The first thing was, what I took from the video is I'm thinking that they're two healthy individuals, right? That have done the work, went to therapy, understanding their triggers, understanding and you're right, you're not going to understand every trigger or everything that triggers you, because new people bring out different things inside of you. So know those things. But if you've done the work and say, okay, I know this is a big trigger for me, you can communicate those things. I do agree with the order that she said it in. When she said we got together and then set the expectation, we got engaged and set it, because number one, you've never been in that scenario. So you setting expectations for an engagement, you ain't been engaged before. You have to get with that person and say, hey, okay, now that we're together, we've got engaged now, right? What does that look like for both of us? What is the expectation for you've never been engaged? I've never been engaged, right? What are you looking for from your partner in this engagement to move throughout this engagement? Now we got married. Okay, cool. We're married now. Let's set the boundaries. What are your expectations from a husband or a wife? Okay, what are your triggers? So I agree with her order. I think it worked out fine for me. I don't disagree with that at all.
Hey, Jay, do you believe two people always got to be healthy in order to get in a relationship? And let me elaborate a little bit more. I heard you say earlier about like, even when we talking about the parenting situation, you're like, that's a healthy situation. And then you like, when two people are healthy, do you feel like you got to be all the way healthy, all the way completely healed, quote unquote, so to speak, in order to get in a relationship and establish those? Or you just got to be to a certain point? What do you think about that?
You have to be to a certain point. You have to be willing to keep doing the work. Healing is a everlasting journey. Like, this is a lifelong journey. You find out different stuff about yourself every single day. So you're never going to wake up one day and be completely healed. But you have to be to a certain level to understand what a person is trying to communicate to you in a healthy way. So when I say that, I'm not saying you got to be 100% healed and healthy, but you have to be, to a certain extent, at a place to where you can comprehend what I'm saying without taking offense. Vice versa, you're saying something to me without me taking offense. There has to be some level of consciousness, some level of healing for you to, or healthiness for us to even have that conversation. If not, then it's no point. It's going to look more attack than it is as advice.
Yeah, for sure. I don't disagree, brother. I just hate this notion. I don't disagree, Jay, but I just hate this notion that, you know, we're complete when we walk into things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be at a certain level, but like, bro, like, everybody ain't complete, dog. Like, people go through stuff. Everybody's not in their best form yet. You know what I mean? Because when it comes off like that, it like eliminates some people bring the best out of others, or you get with somebody and they brought the best out of you. Like, sometimes you weren't in a good place. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying trauma bond, but what I am saying is, like, everybody ain't always in a good place all the time.
That's true.
That ain't fair to do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? I do believe it's an active process. I do believe you got to make sure that you acknowledge where you at and figure out what it looks like. But like, expectations are only like guiding marks. You can't really control everything somebody does just because my expectation is this, my expectation is that.
That's very true.
Okay. Hold on, we got a couple of comments. DJ Marcus said healthy is subjective. AF. Please tell me how it's subjective, bro. As healthy as I am or better. Okay. What's one of the big expectations that y'all had when y'all were single and dating? Damn, that was a good question. Hey man, just don't be lying, bro. I could probably deal with everything else. Like, just don't be lying. Like, shoot me straight. Like, and I told this story before. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I first met my wife, she was talking to somebody. She told me straight up. She was the first one about, oh nah, like, I don't talk to more than one person at a time. But I'm talking to such and such. So like, we could be cool, but I'm not really entertaining nothing else. To me, if you ain't a liar, I could work through everything else. Like, I ain't tripping. Like, no, bro, just don't be lying, dog. Don't be lying. Don't be lying. Exactly. I could deal with the truth. And this is the thing about the Gen Z thing too, earlier, real quick, to hop into that. Kids and young people, most people can handle the truth if you let them.
Yeah.
Like, everybody ain't gonna just run from it. Like, tell people the truth, allow them they process, but like, they can handle it if you let them. But you gotta start young, dog. You gotta start young. What about y'all? What was y'all big expectations?
Loyalty, man. My first 2 relationships, I learned that, you know, people ain't loyal as I am anyway. And
what you learned?
Loyalty. I already knew where you was going with that. But loyalty, man. That's the first thing I'm looking for.
Okay. Jay, what about you, bro?
Thank you, Kendrick Lamar. For me, it's the same thing. It's the line. Just be upfront, honest. I mean, I understand now, like, because, you know, I was married. So before that, like, the single date and stuff, like, it's different now, because it's like, when I first started on the dating scene, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I was lying. I wasn't telling no type of truth at all. I was talking to 2-3 Jones at a time. You the only one.
They talking back to you?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? But then I got to a point where I grew up, and then I realized that, number one, that's very, very immature. And number two, like you said, people can handle the truth. And I wouldn't want somebody lying to me. So why would I want to do that to somebody else? Give them an opportunity to make a real choice. I wasn't doing it. That's not fair. So once I grew up, it's like the line that's like, I can't tolerate that now. Just be truthful. You talking to somebody else? Okay, cool.
For sure. DJ Marcus Hill, people's level of what they call healthy. Some people have lower levels, so she came half of the way. She is healthy even if she's still dead as toxic as hell. Okay. Chappé said, were you reciprocating your bit? Oh yeah, I ain't lie. And I mean, I ain't tell everything, but I ain't lie to you though. You got certain stuff you had to ask me to get it out of me. Like I ain't just sharing everything. You know what I'm saying?
Just volunteering information.
Yeah, no. Hey, Jay, you got a comment though. Rita said, DJ, she meant J Dub speaking the truth. He only doing that tonight. He usually ain't on what he on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the truth. Okay.
So hey Doc, let me ask you back to Chappé's question. In those experiences, was it because you were being loyal it bothered you, or do you feel like even if you were being if you weren't being loyal, their lack of loyalty wouldn't have bothered you as much? Like if you was doing you and they were doing them, would you look at it the same way? Or was it because you were being loyal?
That's a good question.
I'm going to say because I was being loyal. I don't know how I would have looked at it, and I wasn't that person back then. Like I'm not that person now, but like I wasn't that person.
Glad you cleared that up, my boy.
It sounded real bad, but like to be doing me over here in a relationship over here, I'm not that person anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I would have been cool with it. I doubt it.
Yeah. For sure.
As bad as that sound.
No, I think.
Go ahead, Jay.
No, I think it's some truth to that though. I think people, if you cool with something, you don't really care if the other person is really like. Let's say, for example, like, oh well, I don't mind you going out, right? Because I like going out, so I'm not really going to bring up the you going out thing because at the end of the day, I like going out. So why would I
like
do
it too?
You know what I'm saying? So it's taken away from me. But
I don't believe that, Jay. Not from you. I'm saying, like, I don't believe dudes are like that.
Cool with that girl going out just because they go out?
Yeah,
not necessarily going out specifically. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, I'm doing it so you could do it.
No, not with everything. I don't believe that with everything.
No, I'm just saying in general. Like, I feel like most in the single youthful world, like I think most dudes want have their cake and eat it too. You know what I'm saying? See me, I fuck around, fall in love with you. That's why I ain't had too many guys. I've been around kids. If I liked you and you kissed me twice, you my girl for real in my head. I ain't lying. Like, hey, I'm rocking with you until it's time to rock with the next. Like, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be real. I ain't never had to really worry about being in somebody else's rotation. I don't feel like personally I move like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I also didn't talk to people I ain't like. Like that wasn't me. I never did that.
Okay.
You didn't like relationship wise.
Like, I'm not saying every person I talked to I wanted to be in a relationship with, but like I was attracted to you and liked you. So like in that moment in time, I didn't mind spending my spare time with you or what time I had. Every person I like, I wasn't trying to be in a relationship with. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that like, oh, she cool. We just chilling. That was never me. Not in a good way, bad way. It just was never me.
Yeah. Another thing too, Dot, to add back to what you were saying, I know we're talking about the loyalty, but it had me thinking about relationship stuff, right? And a lot of times, I know I dealt with this too in some of my relationships, as far as like a reciprocity feeling, right? And I think that we have to understand what people are, and you have to find a companion that's on your level. Yeah, I think because like, let's say if you feel like you're overly giving, like you're just, it may not just be the loyalty thing. It could be like you're a gift giver, or you pay attention to detail, and you want those same things in return. We had to understand that some people capacity is not that high. They're giving you that. God, you know what I mean? And I think that sometimes we damage a lot of people like that because it makes them feel less than, instead of us just finding a person that's on our level. You know,
hey Jay, talk that talk tonight, boy.
No, I'm just being real, bro. It made me think about that when he said that. That was a good point, man.
Yeah, talk that talk, my boy.
Hey, man. Dr. Umar, man.
She says lying blatantly and withholding is low key the same thing. Chappelle, you about to get banned. Do you have any expectations that will qualify as double standards, or I can do that? But nah, you ask too many good questions, dog. Nah, I actually hate that about dudes, though. We do that a lot, but I actually hate that. I ain't had none of that.
What's that?
Did y'all have a double standard? She was asking, do you have a double standard, like something you could do that they couldn't?
Something I could do that they couldn't.
Nah.
I don't think off the top of my head.
No.
I'm gonna tell you this though. If that pattern of picking up the phone changed, we done when I was younger. You gonna cancel that straight up. I ain't about to fake.
How many times she got to not answer the phone when you call?
No, it ain't about not answering the phone. If you've always not answered the phone, I'm not gonna look at it like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, like you said, what, Jay?
You saying like if the pattern switch up on you?
Yeah, like we was cool. You'll text me, but like I'll be real story, bro. No lie. Like so when I was dating my wife, right? Like before we was even like anything, we were just cool and we'd be texting. You know, back then that's when texting got super hot. You we texting late at night, and I was like, the conversation get good, and she'll just stop texting. So I'm like, okay, it's back when the joker won't scare to double text. You feel me? Double text that joke. They can't say that back. And this ain't got read receipts, none of that. You don't know.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? So I like the next day, she'd be like, oh, good morning, my bad. I fell asleep.
Man.
But this the thing though. It was always like that.
Yeah.
That was a little move that I found out later that she was like, oh, lead the mind up the one. He's getting too good. Let me let him chill. What I'm saying is, say we was texting through the night all the time, and then around 11:30 on Wednesday, every time you ain't texting back.
Yeah, you keep falling asleep.
Yeah, you understand me?
On Wednesday.
Yeah, nah, we done. Hey, look, this before all the boundary talk. This before all the I'm good.
Yeah,
I ain't no dummy.
Hey, that good morning, I just fell asleep in some diabolical work.
Why you say, damn, bro? Why you put that on me?
Yeah, because cheeks was getting clapped. Boy.
Nah.
Nah.
Hey, Jay, look, Jay, I mess around with her, went upstairs in the dorm.
No, not her. I'm just saying, like in scenarios, boy. I'm telling you that my bad.
That's insane, bro.
It's a wild world out here, boy. It's a wicked
wild.
I'm not doing that. So man, what's y'all final thoughts on the expectations, man? Every step come with something. Hey, let me ask this.
Okay.
What is different about relationships and engagement? You in a relationship, then you go and get engaged. What expectation would change? What can or can't do in a relationship that you can or can't do now that you're engaged?
I'll go. I think the title just changed. I mean, if you're in a committed relationship, you were already doing those things. So I think it's just a next level of commitment, showing the appreciation of you're trying to go to that next level. I don't think anything changes if you're in a committed relationship and y'all got engaged. You still doing the same thing you were doing for me. I don't see it there, other than the title.
For the engagement, probably nothing. From girlfriend to boyfriend, a husband and wife, there's probably changes there.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially if you weren't living together already.
And that can happen during the engagement period.
True.
Okay.
Y'all weren't living.
But like, okay.
I'm gonna be real, bro. I feel like don't much. If you really like somebody, you really locked in with them. I don't feel like much changes. I feel like you move. I feel like people that really like each other, that's really vibing, move like they married anyway. Like I feel like you don't even do that stuff anyway. Like when you like, bro, all of us was acting married when we was dating. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we was young and didn't know no better. But like now, if I meet somebody and I'm locked in with them, the way I move about you ain't gonna change too much.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be kind of similar to like what it was when we was in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to be very.
You said similar.
I mean, because the title changes is the difference is why I can't say the same. Like the way I'm moving is like you ain't going to be cheating on your girlfriend and all of a sudden stop cheating on your fiance. Like that ain't about to happen. Nah.
Gonna get a fiance and then get a new girl and cheat on both of them.
Chappelle, that's a good point. He said, well, let me go to Marcus L first. Y'all know people living together before they engaged. This ain't the 1900s. Facts. I was, bro. But it's a thing, though. When I moved in, I knew I was going to marry her. I wouldn't have moved. If I don't see no future with you, I ain't moving in with you, dog. I'm going to be straight up with you.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm moving in without engagement, I know that's where it's going.
That is true, though. But it's like, you're not just moving in with anybody.
Nah. Maybe from a financial standpoint, there might be slight changes. I ain't putting my name. I ain't putting my name on it until I know I want to marry you.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that. What about y'all? What about does the bread move differently?
Like as far as what you paying, like as far as bills and stuff like that, or in the crossover to engagement.
Yeah.
No,
probably nothing's gonna change there. I mean, it's probably already happening. You probably already taking care of bills, like Marcus L said. You probably already living together.
Yeah,
I'm not. Unless something significantly changes, if y'all already going 50-50, probably when you get married, you going 50-50. Or if you paying all the bills, when you get married, you probably gonna be paying all the bills.
Yeah.
What's y'all thoughts on your job upgrade? You start making more money. Do you pay more or do you keep it at 50-50?
No, hold on. So you saying like either her money increases and yours doesn't, or
either way?
Either way.
Does the person who makes more pay more, or do y'all keep it at 50-50 and the person that make more got extra money?
That depends, because if my wife is making more than me, like I'm in a drastic.
Yeah, Jay, if your wife making more than you, she ain't the one that's the wife.
No, I don't believe that. I think, and the only reason why I say that, because I used to think like that. You know that, boy. That pride.
Hey, I'm just playing, bro. I'm just playing, bro.
But for real, I used to think like that. But then I think it's more so. It's not about her making more money. It's about her making sure that. It's about me making sure that I can maintain my cost of living and the bills, and make sure that I can live within my means. Is what she's more excited about.
Versus and like, making sure you cook, you clean.
Nah, I don't. Yeah, if you the right one, nah. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
But
put your apron on.
Nah, put the apron on, but it ain't because of no bills.
Hey, come on, man.
Yeah,
sick man. This is sick, man. Come on, man. Show like Jay. Hey, man, y'all too old to be playing hide and go seek, man. Ain't nobody playing hide and go seek. She ain't trying to look for it. Hey, Jay. Hey, Jay, you put that apron on. She be like, damn, come on, man. Ain't nobody trying to play no more. Like, come on, man.
All right, I'm gonna be up in that crib like Melvin. In that,
bro.
Yeah, my African squad.
Next level, you took it there.
Yeah, you did.
I did. Hey, this is our last comment for the night. So substantially more, it changes stuff. But if not, a lot of y'all going to be the same on Monday as was for last Friday. Did I read that right? If it's not, a lot of y'all, I misread something.
Y'all gonna be on Monday as last Friday.
I get what he's saying, but I missed it's a word missing somewhere in there. Hey, I mean, bro, we straight. I believe in taking care of the house. That's just how I am personally. Like,
did you?
I don't mind, huh?
I don't think you answered. Not to cut you off. Do you feel like if she make more, she should pay more?
I think I'm not a believer in 50-50. I'm a believer in where you at. So I'm gonna get that off the books.
Okay.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. If she make more and y'all locked in, she ain't gonna care about paying for more of something. It may not be bills, but she'll probably be comfortable paying for more of something. You know what I'm saying?
Could y'all be stay-at-home dads?
Hold on. I'm gonna be real with you.
I'm about to say, you know, he did this multiple times.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Like, if the kid's in school, definitely. You won't have to worry about nothing.
Nothing.
And I bet you that time while they in school, I'm gonna be working full time on y'all know what. We ain't even gotta go there.
Yeah.
You understand me?
I ain't just gonna be at home doing nothing. I'm gonna be at home. Ain't be doing nothing.
Hey, Chappelle, I'm not putting that up there. You insane for that. Hey, but look, y'all, appreciate everybody tapping in with us tonight, man. We hope y'all enjoyed the show. Please hit that like button for this video. It helps us with the algorithm. Also, subscribe to the page. Hit that bell notification so you get all content coming to the platform, whether it be the Kickback by MVW, Monday Night Crew, Last Name Loyalty, or Traffic Jam, or any other content that we got coming out. Appreciate y'all tapping in. It's your boy K. Mims. I got my brothers from Last Name Loyalty, B. DJ J Dub. What's happening?
What's happening?
We are out.